Friends, welcome to Battletech Solaris Nights, episode 114. Seth Kabrinski versus Mihnea Dracul. Seth, I'd like you to just roll a insight check real quick. I know that's not what it's called in the system that I personally wrote, but
you want an instinct roll?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Okay.
You will need to beat a 7.
That's a 9, my friend.
There are some logs that show that recently there was an attempt to hack into your systems coming from inside the building.
Okay.
Those attacks were not successful, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I track them down to
not without a 10?
Not without a 10. Okay. That's fair. So, all right. So he knows somebody in the stable is nervous and possibly insane. But,
it's possible.
Yeah.
Around the same time as you get that notification, you've received a request to go to a public location to speak with a Maskarovka agent who would like very much to have a conversation with Seth Kabrinski.
Okay. Okay. Have I gotten a response from my request for backup from Clan Wolf in Exile?
You have not received any response in that regard.
Okay.
You know, the HPGs, they take some time. Your people are still getting set up.
And even if I did get a response, it's not like anybody's going to show up in the next week, right?
Yeah, it'll take them weeks. You're on the wrong side of the Lyran Alliance.
Yeah, they are quite a distance away on Ark Royal. How likely?
It's not like the werewolf itself, the flagship of Clan Wolf in Exile, is going to show up and Felon Kell descend on a column of flame and be like, "What do you need?" That only happens on Luthien.
Yeah, we're the main characters, but we're not that kind of main character.
You're the main characters of this story. You aren't even in the canon Battletech universe.
So judging on the location that they want to meet me at, how likely do I feel like this is like a setup for an ambush?
It's a very public location.
Okay.
I'm talking like grand open, almost French arcade plaza style. Like, yeah, someone could shoot you from several hundred meters away, but it would be super obvious that you had been shot, that you were dead, and that hundreds of people would have photographed you standing next to this guy in the process.
Okay. I will take the meeting then.
Okay. We recognize this as the Maskarovka agent who originally threatened Cosmo and is now the head of local operations on Solaris, given the incredible job he's done acquiring Clan Diamond Shark technology. He sits down across from you with, 2 cups of coffee and styrofoam and says, "Mr. Kabrinski, so glad that I could speak with you. Can you indicate to me why you are spying on the operations of Capellan citizens?" He just goes 100 from the very start.
Seth takes out a white noise generator and turns it on.
Yeah.
And says,
"Don't worry, our lip readers are going to get it from you."
Sure. My investigation into Nicholas Sokolov was not in regards to any sort of activities that he has undertaken on behalf of the Capellan Confederation, the Maskarovka, Lady Zhang Kunfei, or anything else.
So you're saying you've accidentally spied on Capellan citizens beyond just Nicholas Sokolov, who you're spying on for a different reason?
No, I'm saying that my investigation is in a completely unrelated matter.
But you're aware that you have committed an act of war against the Capellan Confederation?
No, I have not.
You're spying on our highest level of nobles.
No, I am not.
Mandrissa and her husband?
I am spying on her husband because I thought he might be involved in the terrorist act of attacking a clan dropship, in which case the CCAF has declared war on the clans, breaking the Truce of Tukid, and you all have fucked up.
Do you have any proof at all of what you're saying? At any point that we have attacked a clan dropship, that your espionage is limited solely to Nicholas Sokolov?
I have the exact amount of evidence that you have that I have spied on anyone else. You recently lost.
We have the devices that you have used.
Yes, and about 10 dead specialized infantrymen, correct?
Wait, whoa. Do you know that, though? Does Seth know that?
I think Cosmo talked about it while
he had the white noise generator turned on while that was.
That's fair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll rewind that, sure. Because I would assume that when he was talking to this Maskarovka agent is wise enough to have bugged or to covered his tracks. Because otherwise, Seth knows about the dead infantrymen.
He doesn't know about that.
Yeah.
All he knows was the end of the conversation that you had, and any conversations that Zhang Kunfei has had since then.
Okay, so Cosmo wasn't bugged during his conversation with this Maskarovka agent.
He was not wearing the equipment that you had brought.
Okay,
the bug that Zhang had was because she takes his clothing.
I know.
That's correct. You don't know anything about the dead infantrymen.
Okay. So yeah, he'll go back to just saying I have exactly as much evidence as you have that I was spying on them.
We have articles of clothing branded at your order.
Oh, really?
We have a witness willing to testify to that.
Do you? Interesting.
We do. His name is Nicholas Sokolov. Now, look, I don't want to press this, Mr. Kabrinski.
You seem to be doing an excellent job of that.
I mean, in the courts of law of Solaris. I would hate for Clan Wolf in Exile to suffer a humiliating defeat.
Go on.
We want all of the information you have on the attack on the clan dropship.
Very well. And he'll pull out a folder as he came prepared.
Okay. We also want you to end all of your espionage attempts on CCAF or Capellan Confederation personnel in general.
Will you be taking over the investigation from here?
Not authorized to discuss that. What happens to a clan dropship above Solaris is interesting to the Capellan Confederation, but not of any particular priority, is what I'm authorized to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You people can clean up your own messes. I just want to make it really clear this guy's lying.
Yeah.
He's very interested in this.
Yeah, I get the feeling that this is not our mess. It was not a clan that attacked the Diamond Shark.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
This would surely not be the first deceptive effort by the clans. Nor is it even remotely as dishonorable as the Smoke Jaguar bombardments throughout the Draconis Combine. There's no need to feign a false face with me. We're the Maskarovka. We know how things really work.
Mm-hmm. Very well. I will.
Perhaps you've heard of the Red Corsair?
No, I have not, actually.
Really? Out of character.
I know who the Red Corsair is.
I mean, everyone they published the fact that it was a secret Jade Falcon task force.
Okay, sure. I didn't think that had happened yet.
Really? I thought it was 3057. All right, let me look it up.
That might have happened while Seth was back in the
Red Corsair. All right, we have to figure out which Red Corsair they're talking about. 3055. It happened several years ago, and
so Seth was probably back in the clan homeworlds at that point in time.
I mean, it's pretty big news that a secret Jade Falcon task force was trying to sneak over the Tukeyid line.
Mm-hmm. Well, then he'll say, well, this is hardly some sort of Jade Falcon fumbling.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Haven't they recently suffered massive losses? What better way to replenish themselves?
Why would they cut off their only source of supply?
No one can find that dropship. Am I wrong? Maybe they have their only source of supply. I'm not here to do your investigation for you, Kabrinski.
But you're ordering me to stop my investigation.
I'm ordering you to stop your investigation into Capellan citizens.
Very well.
I'm here to assure you, on behalf of the government of the Capellan Confederation, that we were not involved in this particular incident, and any further investigation into it will be considered a serious transgression of diplomatic privileges.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Consider my investigation closed.
All right. He takes the paperwork and says, excellent doing business with you. I see you've adjusted to Solaris very well. Then he says something in Mandarin Chinese under his breath as he's standing up.
Which I don't speak.
Good, good. Then you don't know that he's calling you a dog that has been healed.
Sure.
He leaves. You haven't been shot in any way. Somewhere.
It's a miracle.
Several hundred meters away, Capellan lip readers with a camera have taken their equipment and folded it up and, left the area.
Mm-hmm. Seth, straightens the nice, Apex Dragons pin on his lapel that was recording the whole conversation.
But you white noised yourself.
Yeah, but white noise doesn't block a video signal.
Okay.
So there's no audio, but
you're lip reading him as well.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
Incredible.
So okay, well that takes care of one of the other things that I was going to try and do, which was to unfuck Cosmo's situation.
That's a little questionable. You didn't press for unfucking his situation.
I did what I could. He's on his own from here on out. At least they now know that he wasn't the one who was doing the spying and he was being spied upon.
Yes.
Let's see here.
Incompetence is no excuse, however, in the Capella Confederation.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
Ignorance of the law is not.
I agree. And it's Cosmo's own fault that this happened to him with a little bit of help from me. That's what happens when you unknowingly lend your specialized infantry team to a Word of Blake terrorist that you don't know is a Word of Blake terrorist. So in other news, do I also know that Cosmo is hiding out with Trace Billings?
It is not a secret, and it's not really considered hiding out.
Sure, but he's staying with Trace Billings.
Yes, openly.
Okay. I will send him basically the information that I just gave. Well, not the information from my investigation, but the information that I talked to this Masquerade agent. What I told him that I'm, and basically what the Masquerade agent knows about Cosmo.
All right.
All right. Otherwise, I would like to go to the juice bar where Osmond hangs out.
All right. Didn't you get blacklisted?
I got asked to leave, which may or may not be the same thing, depending on how picky they are.
Let me just say this. How much money are you willing to spend on juice up front when you walk in?
I will like tip the maitre d' with like $100 or $100.
You're allowed in here.
Yeah. Is Osmond here?
He is, and he looks like he's going through an emotional meltdown crisis.
Yeah.
He's telling all of his friends here about how his mentor's cracked. He doesn't know whether he should follow their words or whether he should go his own way. Like his mentor really brought him to another level, but he's his own man now. That said, the training he's gotten is really good and has taken him to, places on Solaris. His trust in the mentor is faltering.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like split. Half of them are like, yeah, you should totally go your own way, man. And the other half are just like, look, when you've got a good thing, you have to keep it going, bro. You have to keep it going. Always trust your brothers.
Okay. So I think Seth listens to this for a little bit and then walks up to his table and
it's like a chafe cloud of orange juice.
And he points to the followers and hangers on and says, beat it.
It's cool, guys. Just give me a few minutes. This is my immediate supervisor. He probably just wants to tell me what a great job I've been doing going up in the rankings. All right, look, just chill out.
You did win your last match. So
my last two matches, actually.
Last two matches, yes.
They dissipate much like the orange juice that was recently sprayed into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Returning to their own seats, having a discussion about who is the Seth Kabrinski character. What is Clan Wolf in Exile?
So Seth will like slide into the booth opposite Osmond.
He's playing it cool in the way that someone who got caught doing something he shouldn't plays it cool as a teenager.
So what all do I have off on Osmond from my bug campaign?
He never outrightly admits to anything, but there's a lot of talk that you pick up like, hey man, where did all those mercenary friends you have go? And he's like, oh, I don't know, man, I haven't seen them around. Hey, listen, I gotta run, I can't have this conversation right now. Like, sometimes you get him muttering to himself. He's like, the clothes aren't bugged, right? These clothes aren't bugged. Impossible. It's impossible. Seth is no, not the clans. But what if? And then you hear like a shh. He's like, no bugs. Okay. I mean, I think I know about being bugged. I'm a prince of a periphery nation. My dad's tried to kill me twice. Several of my siblings have tried to kill me. I know about being spied upon, okay? I'm not getting soft. I'm not getting soft. I'm strong. I'm a lion. I'm a lion of the periphery, all right? I'm a handsome, sexual being on the greatest planet. I'm going to be number one. I will win. I will win.
Gotta be a champion.
He talks to himself a lot. And he
Yeah.
never confesses to any crimes
Mhm.
beyond his obviously horrendous periphery crimes of like killing
Sure.
dozens of people personally,
Yeah.
burning down whole villages because they don't obey his father. Beyond that, he never admits to doing anything about the dropship.
Mhm.
But there are other people who question him about like, hey, where were you that day? Like,
Yeah.
I tried to get a hold of you.
Mhm.
Where's your friend
Osman,
Alex? He hasn't been around in a while.
I'm going to do you a favor, Osman. This thing that you're involved in, you have two very big problems. One, the Maskarovka. They're looking into it.
All right.
Two, whoever it is you're working for will tie off your loose end.
My loose. Are
I'm
we
sure
talking
you-
about the same thing here? I just want to check. You're talking about the orgy, right?
No, Osman, I'm talking about people who.
Okay, because I thought she was
possibly going to-
compelling. So, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about people who are going to try and come and kill you.
That happens all the time. More specifically,
Very, very skilled people.
Okay.
You do know what the Maskarovka is, right?
it's an intelligence organization. I don't know why they'd be coming after me.
Okay. Your funeral. And he
What
stands up.
do
and
you
leaves.
know that I don't?
Why don't you tell me?
Seth, I know you thought that was clever word game, but I just asked you what you know that I don't, so I can't tell you something that I don't know.
I know.
It sounds like you're rumselding with me right now. I got some unknown unknowns here.
I know that you checked your mech out, and he'll give the date of the dropship attack. I know that its gun cam footages were wiped. I know that Alex checked his fighter out and is missing, presumed dead. I know that Kaseki checked his mech out on the same day, also gun cam footage wiped.
All right, this conversation suddenly gets a hell of a lot more serious with him.
Mhm.
He casually stirs his orange juice, what's left of it at the bottom, and says, I don't know what you think you know, but I don't know anything about Alex Hell's horses, and wiping our gun cam footage is new standard procedure for myself and my mentor.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this stable who are our direct rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to be running up against Astrid, against Ludemann's character, who I can't remember right, Hillbilly. You've constantly talked about becoming grand champion, which means you're a threat to Adam. And of course, he's past Hunter McGregor. He has to worry about Hunter coming up on his heels. You guys don't need extra ammunition. We know how good we are, but don't worry. We'll keep track of how good you guys are. So cocky, so arrogant. He's Han Soloing you right now with that grin.
Well,
it's pretty good for a lie you came up with on the spot.
Yeah. At least I won't have to worry about you on my way to grand champion. Because you'll be dead by then.
That's really hurtful, Seth.
It won't be.
I've been nothing but respectful to you. Why would you do this?
I'm trying to do you a favor.
I don't understand what the favor is. I don't understand why
I'm trying
I need
to
a favor.
protect you, to give you a heads up.
About what?
That there are people who are going to come after you.
Okay. Well, I'm used to that.
I certainly hope so. But this isn't like anything you've experienced before in the periphery. The Maskarovka is one of the most brutal intelligence agencies in existence.
Look, I'm sorry to say that if they come after me, I have no idea why.
Okay. There's nothing else I can do to protect you then. Good luck.
Thank you. And if you're lucky, you might see me on my way up to Grand Champion.
Seth just shakes his head sadly and leaves.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Another dead intern.
He's a full gladiator now.
Yeah, okay.
I like how you think the Maskarovka is going to be the one who cleans house before Clan Diamond Shark or...
No. The thing is Word of Blake will clean house far before any of that happens. Seth just doesn't know Word of Blake is involved. In fact, I'm actually surprised Osmond is still alive.
He's a good kid. He's a great asset. He doesn't understand what's going on, but he understands how to organize situations. He's not in the know enough to be a threat, but he does have enough influence and power to make things happen for them. He's a handled asset.
Sure.
And if he talks, who's going to believe him? He's also a proliferate liar and a periphery bandit. He's great for the Word of Blake. Absolutely great. And they can dispose of him at any time.
So the next thing that I would like to do is try and get a hold of the flight logs and radar logs of the day of the clan.
Those are not publicly available.
I understand that.
Okay.
I will file a request as
a FOIA request.
Yeah, basically as like a member of Clan Wolf in Exile.
That's actually a pretty good idea because you are technically defenders of a grand dukedom.
And I am like pseudo ambassador here, sort of.
Clans don't really have ambassadors.
Sure.
I mean, you're a watch agent, first off, so...
Basically what I'm looking for is...
Your job here is not political, it's military intelligence.
Yeah, yes. Basically what I'm looking for is this clan dropship has a radar signature up until a certain point.
Correct.
And it will have been going on a certain heading until the point it drops below the ground shadow. And I would like to know what
they
that
got
heading
it
was.
They got it way before the ground shadow.
No, yeah, I know, but like wherever they took it, right?
I see. All right. It's a complicated, multi-day process to get these records, and I'm just going to let you know they don't show anything useful. They have clearly been tampered with.
Okay.
Because it's not just the records for that dropship. The whole day's records have been tampered with. All tracks just essentially have become corrupted garbage of zeros and ones.
Okay.
Those two radar techs that were working that day have already left.
They've retired. Yeah, they've retired.
They're working in private industry now, and they're definitely going to prison at some point.
Yeah. And I assume that they're probably no longer even on Solaris.
They are still on Solaris.
Oh, they are still on Solaris.
Yes, they just live in the international zone now.
Okay.
You know, law works a little differently here on Solaris. Just as soon as somebody finds a bounty hunter to drag them into, you know, the Lyran territory, they're going to put these guys on trial for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The next thing I would like to do.
Yeah. It's to hire a bounty hunter to drag those guys to the spaceport.
No. So do we, like, we have a record of the flight path of the clan dropship up until the point that it's attacked?
Yeah, the Asuru Pakas.
Okay.
I mean, you definitely have a record of it entering system and several days of transit. But essentially the whole 24 hours of the landing pattern is gone.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't really know where or when the attack took place.
Correct.
All right.
Well, the time the attack took place was definitely recorded by other dropships and rocket shuttles and that sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Mostly them going, hey, what the hell? Something's happening over there.
Is there any way to find any sort of like logs from those ships, or in like
Great question.
Any ship that was in
It's
the air
going to
during
take
the attack?
significant investment of capital.
Okay.
To get multiple, probably dozens of independent dropship captains to share their logs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the question is, who's paying, you or Clan Wizzle?
I think Clan Wolf will field this one.
All right. Some people outrightly refuse, given that they're being paid by Clan Wolf in Exile. That said,
Sure.
make a research roll at -1.
Okay. That's a 6 with the -1. Spending a point of edge, I reroll both, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to spend a point
You
of edge.
still get to ask. Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Same, basically a worse result, but the same result.
take a point of stress.
Yep.
Just going to let you know, out of character, Word of Blake is now onto you.
Sure. I mean, that I already knew that.
I mean, Word of Blake is onto you in a sort of murderous erasure kind of way.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing.
You suspected that.
Yeah.
Now it's
correct.
it's become the truth.
Yeah. I was operating under the assumption that whoever put this attack on is inside Apex Dragons and knows that I am looking into them. Okay.
What would you like to know about that day with the Asuru Pakis?
I would like to get any sort of description or information I can on the craft that attacked the dropship.
Okay. 2 NL-42 battle taxis.
Mm-hmm.
Dropship. What is almost certainly Alex's fighter.
Mm-hmm. Leopard class dropship, right?
Yes.
Do they have, as is required by law, any sort of aviation markings?
The ships that attack that dropship?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
They were there to break the law. Seth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know, but like, if there was, you know, because they have to go somewhere. They had to be somewhere before, and they had to go somewhere afterwards.
Therein secured loyalty with the Word of Break's bribery.
Yeah. Okay.
You can now definitely place Alex at the scene of the crime.
Yep.
Actually, you can also place where Alex has transited to.
Okay.
Yes, his dying fighter was in a flat spin after taking a Gauss rifle round.
Mm-hmm.
The kind that the pilot probably died within seconds from the G-forces of this fighter spinning, end to end over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Entered the very thin atmosphere of Solaris's moon Able and has crash landed on the surface. You have a pretty good idea, based on the rotation of the moon, where it is.
Okay, fantastic. In that case,
Alex probably didn't suffer that long. He just, read it out and died.
Yeah. In that case, I will sign out my aerospace fighter.
Okay.
To go do some.
You're gonna fly yourself to the moon?
You're goddamn right, I am.
God, there has to be Frank Sinatra playing from the montage of your journey there. We get a Mandalorian style X-wing cut. Sideways on your cockpit. Yeah, it's bobbing up and down, right?
Yeah. There's just, like in the window, it's just like as the time passes, it's just a bottle of pee shows up. Because I assume flying to the moon takes a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take something like a full day there and back.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably the longest flight you've ever attempted.
Sure.
A lot of it, though, at the beginning, you just boost.
Mm-hmm.
and then you just take your hands off the controls for 23 hours 58 minutes until you flip end for end and start a slow down burn.
Right.
It's a lot of boredom.
Yeah. So when you say low atmosphere on the moon of Able, how like
it's like Earth's moon.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. When I said atmosphere, but what I really meant was its gravitational field. It got caught in Abel's gravity and came down.
Gotcha. Okay.
You may remember that a certain pirate captain was killed on Able due to the horrible vacuum force.
In that case, are aerospace suits EVA capable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would die.
Yeah, when you ejected.
Yep.
Okay, great. So Seth is going to attempt to locate the fighter and recover the black box.
Okay, you do so.
Great.
You know, it's a whole scene of like setting up omnidirectional work lights nearby and getting a welder in there and a screwdriver in, and the gravity's so low that you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've had any evidence of Seth having a lot of zero. Well, you made the trip from the clan homeworlds twice.
Yeah.
I'd say he probably has more zero-G experience than 99% of the population. Yeah. All right. You don't go, whoa, whoa, whoa. You get the black box.
All
yeah.
Right.
The black box includes very detailed sensor data on all the ships that were around it before it went down.
Any radio transmissions?
Yeah, let's say, does that get stored? I think it does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I know this because the Sully Sullenberger landing on the river.
Hudson River, yes.
Yeah.
In New York City. All right. So look, I'm just going to tell you in a court of law, you wouldn't be able to prove it because their voices are distorted.
Yeah.
But the speech patterns 100% are definitely Osman and Kaseki.
Okay.
Right. Just the way that they talk. You know what I mean? The voices are too distorted. No one in court is ever going to be like, well, that evidence holds up. I guess my client is guilty, Judge.
Yeah.
But you're certain based on how the slowness of Kaseki talking and Osman's sheer arrogant banter with his mercenaries.
And I was gonna say, because like the mercenaries were super undisciplined.
Yes.
So I'm sure.
And they even talked, they requested that Osman, let them go first and that sort of thing. Yeah. There was definitely chatter between the two groups. Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay.
You couldn't prove it to anyone that matters.
Right. Yep. So Seth is just going to sit on it.
It's going to be a long flight home.
Yep. And I think he just I think he comes to the realization that like, even though he knows this, like there's nothing really that he can do about it other than like taking the law into his own hands, which he can't really do right now.
You could if you got him out into the spaceport.
Yep.
Wild West there.
But why would Adam and Osman be like, yeah, sure, Seth, we'll go with you to the spaceport?
Osman might.
Yeah, probably. But Seth understands Osman's role and location.
He's not the leader here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I want to say this. Fly Me to the Moon famously was made into an anime version of the song for Neon Crisis Evangelion. All right. People have done jazz covers of the anime version that still don't sound like the original. And that jazz cover is what's playing as you go back.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's shorter. It doesn't involve the occasional segues or introductions of the second singer, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now that that's done.
You want to gladiate at any point, or?
I mean, I figured we should probably get to that. I would.
Remember when the show was just people showing up fighting for 30 minutes and then the episode was over and everyone was like, Arthur, this isn't sustainable. And I was like, bitch, please.
Yeah. That brain went, yeah, but what about the story? There's no story to this.
Oh my God. There was so much story. I had to move the Mafia storyline to season 1 instead of this should have been the Mafia storyline right here, culminating in, oh no, the stable's being taken over, but no, we did it earlier. There's so much story. I can't stop you guys from making stories. It's literally like we got a Scheherazade in here. What are you doing?
I would like to research my opponent.
Your opponent, you mean Mihnea Dracul.
Yes, Mihnea Dracul.
Very well. I need to make another note here that you're being hunted by Word of Blake.
Yeah. Speaking of that, does because Carl removed his mech from the mech bay, correct?
Yes, all of his mechs.
Yeah. I assume Clan Wolf in Exile does not have a similar.
You don't even have a dropship.
Yeah, similar facility.
You could. I mean, look, you've got some cash as a longtime Solarian who has had some hype matches. You could, at great expense, rent a mech warehouse in the spaceport and a tech team to work for you.
Okay. And I mean, you know, I've got a very successful. I've got a stake in a very successful clothing business.
Yeah, that's peas and carrots to running a military industrial complex.
Sure. Yeah,
you might be able to run a truck. You would not be able to run a BMP.
You might be able to run a truck.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, you might be able to even run a fleet of Ford F-150s. Sure. It's not going to get you an Apache helicopter in the air.
Yeah, and the tech crews to maintain it. Yeah. So I would use my the royalties from my Omega Tanaga and Kyle Morgan matches to
it's been years. You got some money saved up.
Yeah.
You know, people love it when two clanners beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, to rent myself some mech warehouse and a tech team. And move. And I will also...
The news that you are also leaving the stable has brought on, like, I mean, you're stable champion.
Yeah,
if you don't trust the tech teams, that's it. Like, morale plummets around the stable immediately.
Yep.
Elizabeth's just gone, I got out at a good time. These people are fucking wild.
I said, it's good that you're leaving now because shit's about to fall apart. And like Seth spent a good chunk of last episode going, all right, I'm probably going to have to go independent at some point. I might as well start preparing for that.
It's going to be a weird third season.
It is going to be a weird third season. Well, but I mean, it's all going to be tournament arc. So
tournament arc. It'll finally happen. The promised dream. There's no way it's going to go smoothly, by the way.
I did get a 10 on my research roll on Dracul.
Mihnea Dracul. Very well. You may ask your questions.
What is their...
Let me give you a short overview of them first.
Sure, go ahead.
Free Worlds League. Aligned. Does not get political. I'm going to say Chris Angel-like, but not like Mind Freak-like. He's very pale, tall, Eastern European, black hair, and goes for sort of vampire-ish motif. He never calls himself a vampire, right? But with the last name of Dracul, it's hard to...
Sure.
You know, like... he brings this sort of mysticism to himself. He never is like, all right, I'm a bounty hunter for the devil and I'm here to bring you in. But when he shows up, his WWE theme, the lights dim, right? And he comes out and he's just like, I have arrived. Mihnea Dracul. And everybody's just like, oh, it's the Undertaker. What?
Yep.
All right, you get 2 questions.
What is the current favorite battle mech?
Current favorite battle mech is a altered version of the Orion. I will now display it to you.
Okay. Is that my second Orion in a row?
It is. Well, the last one wasn't really Orion,
okay,
right?
yeah,
it was
sure.
the Super Orion.
Yeah,
Perseus. This is the Orion MB, which adds narc all over the place and replaces the main weapon with a light Gauss rifle.
Okay.
Super extended range.
Yeah.
I think that the medium lasers get punched up to ER medium lasers.
Okay. Let's see here. Second option. Right? Because I get 2 questions because I got a 10.
Correct.
What should I be on the lookout for?
See, your boy has a tendency to, if he gets into melee, I feel like this is cutting into one of his SPAs, but he has a SPA that allows him to create improvised clubs in the arena, which are typically trees that he rips out and then stakes mechs through the heart with.
Amazing. Okay.
So getting close to him is a mistake.
Is bad. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Stakes them through the heart. Totally doesn't play up the Dracula motif, though. Not at all.
I didn't say he didn't play up the Dracula motif. I just said he never refers to himself as a vampire specifically.
Sure. Yeah, okay. All right.
He would never want to ruin the mystique for the fans.
Has he responded to my questionnaire about whether he would like to face me in an inner sphere mech or a clan mech?
His talent agency for the stable that he is with provides you with, like if you want to come in light, they'll take the catapult.
Okay.
At the bottom of it, it's like our lawyers would like to indicate that we're not colluding with you in any way, and
yes,
nor are we match fixing.
It's a boilerplate legal.
They're good at their jobs.
Yes. Yep. All right. So, pre-match, Seth will make I assume Seth is not invited for a interview.
You are invited.
Oh, am I? Fantastic.
I mean, you are technically a Lyran Alliance citizen, according to Grand Duke Morgan Kell.
Yep.
The Arc World Defense Cordon is a very, very welcome part of the Lyran Alliance that definitely is not going to be starved of military equipment or troops in any way.
Yeah. And
publicly.
They aren't defying the Archon whatsoever.
Exactly. They would love to have the dogs of the Lyran Alliance on the show. They would never put it like that. They would just hype it up in third-party newspapers and such.
Mm-hmm.
You sit down with Ernst Dieter Mueller.
Mm-hmm.
Seth,
I do.
Kabrinski, welcome back.
Thank you, Ernst. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you here, really. Some members of your stable are not as forthright, honorable, or correct in the head as you are.
I appreciate the sentiments.
Let's talk about your stable. Obviously, you're on your way out the door. All the rumors are saying that you are separating yourself from Apex Dragon.
Well, with the recent announced departure of our CEO and COO, Elizabeth Carmelian, I thought that it would be a prudent move to secure my mechs for competition until a new CEO is found.
So you don't trust the stable?
I think that the stable runs best with someone at the head who knows what they're doing. And with Elizabeth on her way out, until a new CEO is put into place, my personal stable will remain separate from Apex Dragons.
Who would you like to see as a replacement?
Well, from what I have heard around the stable, there's some rumblings that perhaps race mogul Trace Billings might be taking over.
And that's who you'd like to put your support behind?
Well, to be honest, Ernst, I don't really know who I should support.
So you're saying you don't support Trace Billings?
I'm saying that our investors have a big decision to make, and I welcome any of their input and open discussion to determine who will be running the stable.
Seth, you've been here for a long time, correct?
I have been a gladiator for a few years, yes.
You've been genetically engineered to push for the most optimal outcome and also for leadership skills. Is that correct as well?
Yes.
I'm just saying, why isn't the name Star Captain Seth Kabrinski at the top of this list? That's who I would like to see in that position.
I appreciate the vote of support, Ernst, but I feel that if I were to move into a management role, my time in the arena would have to come to an end, and I'm not quite ready to hang up the neuro helmet just yet.
That's unfortunate. All right. Let's talk about Triple F Burger. You're aware of this franchise, yes?
I am, yes. I was almost going to do a promotional deal with them before my bonding into Clan Morgan.
There are reports of clan warriors in the ARDC becoming violent with Triple X employees who have approached them about acquiring wolf meat as the new local genetically engineered super wolves from the clan homeworlds, of course, are rumored to be both tasty and delicious.
Well, I can't say that any clan warrior would be pleased to have their totem animal served as a meal, and some I would take offense to that, I would imagine.
Could be. Triple F has been reaching out to Vimy Diamond Shark to acquire sea otter meat, but apparently they are extinct and they are refusing to genetically engineer more.
Mm-hmm. Although I feel like a diamond shark burger, or perhaps some sort of, I don't know, fish.
You just jumped to the top of Vimy's kill list. You literally just said there's no clan warrior who would part with their totem, and then you were like, oh, diamond shark burger, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
to anyone paying attention, this is an insult.
Yeah, sure. Vimy, I mean, I don't have any use for Vimy right now. He doesn't have the goods, man.
Yeah, it's too bad that Vimy's about to be the next topic of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about your rivalry with Vimy Diamond Shark.
Sure.
It's been low key, but he's been moving to keep you out of the business spheres, specifically movie entertainment. More importantly, as a aerospace pilot, he cannot attend the Solaris Grand Championship, which was reserved solely for mech pilots.
Mm-hmm.
As he has risen through the ranks of the heavy, he has made it clear that when he becomes number one, he will slaughter any who attempt to take this prize from him. He's already positioned himself as the new rank 9. How do you intend to overcome him when he stands at the top?
Well, I've already beaten him once in a duos match.
That was when he was in a mech, correct?
It is. It is.
Would you be willing to face him in an aerospace fighter when you challenge him for rank 1?
If that is what the Solaris Civics Council decides.
All right, you definitely just... There are people everywhere just like, that was a bullshit answer. I don't think anyone is going to force you to be in an aerospace fighter, Seth, and I think you have to know that.
Mm-hmm. I feel as though...
Your previous answer, well, I don't want to push you too hard on this, but your previous answer was predicated on him fighting you in your chosen field of expertise, what you were genetically engineered to do.
Yes. I feel as though I am equipped to defeat Femi Diamond Shark regardless of what he is piloting. Now, our rank difference is significant right now. I'm having to slog my way up through the heavy ranks after being gone for several years. So I doubt that the Solaris Mech fans are going to see that matchup anytime soon.
All right. It's clear you don't want to talk about this.
Well,
let's talk about Cosmo. He recently ran into a clan mech warrior and suffered a very close defeat, but a brutal defeat indeed.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the only one recently who has seen some harsh matches.
That's true.
Many of them involving clan mechs. What's the stable's plan moving forward? How do they overcome this disparity of technology?
Well, I think that we have proven that our mech warriors are skilled enough to win without clan technology. But moving forward, I think you will see hopefully more victories in our favor. I'll point out Adam Kaseki's win over Jordan Payne. In a mech 30 tons lighter than his opponent, he was able to maneuver across the battlefield to his advantage and take down a 100-ton Annihilator in,
Isn't it true that match was incredibly close?
It is true, but a win is a win.
A win is a win. All right, I don't have any further questions for you. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the people of Solaris, the Inner Sphere, and perhaps even the clan homeworlds?
I would like to take this time to guarantee victory today in the name of Wollonga Enterprises. They've been my backer for most of this season, and it's a continued partnership that bears a lot of fruit.
Okay. All right. Wollonga.
And I will take my point of stress for guaranteeing victory.
Wollonga my ass. Who do they think they are?
Well, they're definitely not Wayland Yutani. That's for sure.
All right. Your opponent has also guaranteed victory against you as well. Not by literally saying I guarantee victory, but, showing up to the cameras, right? There's like a puff of smoke, and when the smoke clears, he's standing on the podium. In my battle today, there will only be victory. Puff of smoke. Camera's flashing, trying to catch him in the smoke, but he's already gone.
Really, it was just a very elaborate hologram.
I was going to say, was he ever really there? I feel like he could just use mirror tricks rather than holograms to accomplish this. As long as everyone's facing from the front, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes a showman doesn't need the highest level of technology to complete the magic. All right.
Now that we're an hour or so in, Let's play some Battletech.
I mean, we've had very famous episodes that basically didn't start until an hour in.
Yeah.
Like the Omega fight and the Kyle fight.
Yeah.
9.
All right. Which sides do you want?
Probably want to get close to you fairly quickly.
Sure.
So let's go up, down, and I'll take the south side.
All right.
Because despite the fact that my mech has a lot of long-range equipment, this guy does like staking people for free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to go right there.
Okay.
Oh, I see you. I was like, wait, where did you place? I literally couldn't see your mech. Yeah. All right. Now initiative for real. That is a 7 for me.
11.
All right. I jump to here. Yeah, it's tough getting through trees, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire on you, of course.
Okay. Yep. Well, hang on.
I'm oblique attacking with my LRM-20s.
Got it.
8 Nexus, so I'm not in minimum range, but I'm also not in short.
Yep.
Or I have to count for the trees in front of me and the trees in your hex, I believe.
Yep.
So it's a +4 to hit.
So this is gonna be a tough shot.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta take every shot that you can. Honestly, that actually exactly hits.
Is he hang on. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
What's his gunnery?
2.
A 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Like I didn't have to answer that. But then
9.
Also sniper and oblique attacker.
Okay. I'll
Right? Sniper would be -1 because medium range.
Sure.
An oblique attacker is -1.
Okay. So
am I wrong about this?
I'm just wanting to make sure. So you're basically between my defensive modifier and the trees, you're starting at a 7.
Yeah, I'm counting 11 to get here, then -1 for
Okay. Yep.
sniper.
-1 for sniper and -1 for.
Well, technically, oblique attacker cancels out the spotting penalty, right? Because when you oblique attack, you technically have a +1 to hit, and that cancels out. So it drops from an 11 to a 10, which is exactly what I need.
Correct. Yep.
So I have Sandblaster, and you're at medium range. So I have a +3 on the cluster. 10. So 12 missiles hit, first 3 right arm. Right, first 5 right arm.
First 5, yeah.
Next 5 are center, torso, through armor critical with 2 criticals.
Okay.
Jesus. This is so bad. Would you like to try to cancel the first critical in some way?
Well, can I see what it is first?
Sure. 5
2.
2 is XL fusion engine.
I mean, this is the only chance I get, right?
Yep.
If I don't do this one, then yeah, sure, I will cancel the critical.
Okay. So you have the soldier move that lets you just do it without rolling. Battle drill 4.
Yep.
Okay. So you spend the glory. The second one, however, will go through.
Yep.
4 5, which is a jump jet. Interesting. Okay. I don't know whether that's a good or bad move.
I think it is. Like, I'll take one less jump over +5 heat.
3 damage left torso.
All right.
Is it 3? Hold on a sec.
It's 2. So it's
2
12
damage.
missiles.
Yeah. Well, it's actually more missiles because it's a 20, not a 15. So hold on a sec.
What was your?
I thought it was a 15. It was a 10 cluster size. So,
but wasn't it? No. It was a 7 cluster roll.
But I have a +3 from Sandblaster.
Oh.
So instead of 12 missiles, it's actually 16. So you take 5 damage to your left torso, and then 1 more damage.
Okay.
Left leg. All right, that was confusing, but that was an incredible shot.
Okay, so hang on.
You know, you have to tell me what legendary thing you have to do to earn that glory.
Sure.
You heard your opponent like staking, so you're preparing a stake, and you accidentally block the missile that's going into your torso.
No, I mean, I think he does, like, he's not preparing a stake, but he does, like, turn behind a tree, and like that section of the flight of missiles hits the tree instead of impacting his engine.
All right, it's a good opening shot for Mihnea Dracul.
Yeah. Especially since I can't fire back.
Yeah, 9.
Also 9. 7.
8.
All right. Let's see.
How many jump jets do you have now? 4. Huh?
4. Yep.
Oh boy. This could get really real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much closer I can get though, because going uphill into the heavy woods is not great. So from here, we can't see each other, correct? We have too many woods between us. We have more than 3 points of woods between the two of us.
Yes, technically. Right. Yep.
And I don't want to get in a situation where I move forward to the base of the hill, and then your next move is to move forward and kick me in the head.
Sure.
So as much as I'd like to charge forward,
but you would also have a move that round as well.
Yeah, but that move,
so you could just back up.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. The problem is moving backwards wouldn't get me enough space to get away from this hill either. Like, I'd be putting myself in a position. It's high level tactical play, going a whole move ahead, but being here leaves me exposed in a way that I can't retreat from. So as much as I want to advance on you, it's actually better for me to remain invisible and do another barrage. So I'm going to do just that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to hit.
Yeah, at this 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, with the close range penalty.
Yeah, I don't even think it's possible.
He fires anyway. He just makes it happen. You're right that it's probably not possible, but he has a reputation to maintain. All right, let's roll it. I mean, I'm going to stick you with the narc at some point, and then it's just going to be...
yeah.
I'll be rolling at close range. I'll be rolling at +6 on all clusters.
7. Yeah, but you got to hit me first.
7. 4. So I'm moving
where are you going to go?
Okay, you probably can't cause me that many problems. Just gonna take a step back.
Interesting.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to jump to right here.
Oh boy.
So what you got?
I'm gonna do Narc Launcher, SRM4, like, God, no, wrong order. Narc Launcher, ER Medium Lasers, SRM, yep, Gauss Rifle, SRM4.
Okay.
So the only thing affected by range is the light Gauss Rifle, which will take a 1 penalty, a 2 penalty. Narc first, need to stick this. I do. You have a Narc attached to your left arm.
Okay.
It's there to sing for the rest of the match. ER Laser 1 misses, ER Laser 2 hits. That's 7 damage left arm. This will be the light Gauss Rifle, which will miss by 1 point. It goes from 7 to 9. It's not worth re-rolling, not for such low damage. SRM4 will hit. That's a cluster rating of like 15
11.
or something. It's super high.
Your Sandblaster doesn't apply to your SRMs.
Does it not?
It's a single weapon system only. So it's
Sandblaster.
Similar to the cluster hitter, the gunner with the Sandblaster ability has spent hours.
Oh, one type of clustering.
Yeah.
Well, then he would have taken the LRM for sure.
Yeah, it's why I
does
went with
Narc
Blood Hunter.
kick in the same round, or does it have to be after that?
I believe it's I believe it's afterwards.
Right, well, 11 on a 4 is still all 4 missiles.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't affect this one.
Okay. Right torso.
For 2.
Right arm.
Got it.
Right arm.
Got it.
Right torso.
Got it.
Fired 2 and 2, huh? Well, not gonna need any more of those Narc shots until I blow your arm off. So,
I mean, both arms are pretty close to each other. So,
you're telling me that arms are near each other.
Well, in armor point values, that 13 on the left, 11 on the right. So,
Narc. Listen, I'll just Mech Warrior to you. Your mech's just gonna be made of Narcs. I'm piloting a summoner. Look like a porcupine. All right, light Gauss. That's down to 15. All right. What do you got?
I'm going to Alpha Strike in return. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 3. So looking for 3s on the PPCs and 6s on my SRMs. PPC number 1 hits. That is right leg for 10.
Right leg for 10. Got it.
PPC number 2 hits left arm for 10.
Okay.
SRM4 number 1 is going to miss. SRM4 number 2 will hit with 2 missiles. First one goes right leg for 2. Right leg for 2.
Okay. I stay standing.
Okay.
Very close.
I also stay standing.
Initiative is 10.
I will choose to win initiative this round.
You're a son of a bitch. You know that, O'Neill? That is a pretty big problem.
Mm-hmm. What is Dracul going to do?
Gonna look at where his weapons are located.
Yep, on torso except for your medium lasers and your LRM-20.
Yeah, it's not so good.
Nope.
Probably the only option I have if I want to put most of my weapons in play.
Yep. So let's see here. What do I want to do now?
Just want to make it clear to the folks at home that we don't talk about Bruno.
I think I'm going to keep it close with 1, 2, 3, 4. Another jump.
Okay. I'm gonna fire again with everything but the LRM-20.
Okay.
Still gonna fire the narc launcher. That will hit. You are now narked also in the right torso.
Okay.
After that is the Gauss rifle, right?
No,
Gauss rifle. No, Gauss rifle is after the ER medium lasers. So, right arm for 7. Miss. Gauss rifle is also a miss. SRM-4 is a miss.
Okay. So we're gonna go another alpha strike. ERPPC number 1. Let me calculate what I need, but it's 2, 3. Yeah. So, what was your defensive modifier? Was it a 1? Okay. So 2, 3, 4. So need 2s for my PPCs and 4s for my SRMs. So first ERPPC hits left torso for 10.
Okay.
Second ERPPC also hits left leg for 10.
All right.
First SRM-4 hits with that is 3 missiles. First one goes center torso for 2. Second one goes center torso for 2. Third one goes left torso for 2. SRM4 number 2 also hits with 3 missiles. First one goes right leg for 2. Second one goes right arm for 2. Third one goes left arm for 2.
Okay, you stay standing.
Okay. What was that second roll for?
Initiative is 11.
Oh, I'm gonna kick him.
That was unanticipated.
Does he not want to do physical? Like, does he not want to do a physical attack against me?
All right.
Like his right leg is fucked up. So
I didn't think I'd have to do this. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. Now it's gonna take looking through 2 different rule books to figure out how.
Yeah. So he can't stake me this round, I don't think. One and he also fired his weapons in his arms.
Yeah.
So I don't think he can pull out a like he has to like take a round to pull a tree out.
All right, I'm just gonna kick you through then.
Okay.
Fine. Kicking. That definitely 100% will hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't imagine either of us are going to miss this.
All right. He hits you in the left leg.
Okay. For
he's 75 tons.
Yeah. So 15.
Sounds right.
Got it. All right.
3/4 of 100 divided by 5.
My kick also hits. And 6. That is also left leg, which is not the leg that I wanted to hit.
What's that, 13?
13, yep.
All right, I make the second PSR.
Yeah, I will
wow,
also make
I'm holding my 11
PSR.
initiative, though. Correct.
I will, yeah, so I also remain standing. 11 initiative. So reroll.
Sucks, though, super high. 8.
10.
Yeah, I just stay still. I need there not to be a possibility of you getting around to my back armor and just instantly obliterating me.
Yep. Okay.
Ironically, I'm pretty sure this mech's rear side armor is more heavily armored than its center. Let me double check that. Yep. So weird. Who designed this mech? Which employee? Come forward, Battletech Company.
Who among you has done this? All right, let's see here. Jumping backwards.
So I can see you.
Yep. Yeah, we can see each other.
But it's a +4 to hit you.
Yep. So
I'm going to reorder my weapons list.
okay.
It's going to go light Gauss rifle, LRM 20, NARC, ER, SRM 4, and it's going to be an Alpha Strike.
Okay.
Ten. Uh, 10, 10. Yep, 10's down the board. No. Okay, other end. Nope. That's ER. No, this is Narc launcher. You are now narked in the left arm.
Okay.
Second hit and right torso for 7. S74 is also a hit and is being narked.
So it's going to be
9 on a 4 is 3 missiles.
3.
First one is left leg, center torso,
Got it.
center torso.
Got it. Okay.
So fucking bum hit, man.
I will respond with 2 ERPBCs. So I am 2, 3, 4, 5. No defensive modifier from you. 6 from you. Well, so 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 from heat. So I'm looking at 3s. That's center torso for 10. And then that's left leg for 10.
That is internal.
2 crits. Just 1. Just 1d6, yeah. Roll again. There's the hip. Then second crit. 3, lower leg actuator.
That's not so good. I need to make 3 PSRs at +3. That's a failure right off the bat, and I'm not going to bother with the others.
Okay.
No pilot damage. Oh. Right side 11, so left leg again for 5. No crit. Left leg again. 3. All right. Listen, normally this stable is one of those surrender bond people where they don't let the mech warriors surrender, but at this point, fighting you, the manager is just like, yellow flag, pop the flares.
Yeah.
His leg gives out and then he falls on it repeatedly, just slamming into it over and over again.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't facing the wrong direction.
Yep.
If he could get any of his arm weapons on you, it might be okay, but not like this.
Yeah. I think taking that jump jet crit at the beginning of the match was, instead of the engine crit, was the best thing that could have fucking happened to me, dude. Because that engine crit fucks my heat curve, which isn't super great to begin with. But jump jets and energy weapons, just give it time. It works every time.
I feel like that's not true.
I mean, it works for me. I am literally undefeated this season.
See how long that lasts. Okay. Guy in nearly lowest or highest rank in the stable brags about not losing to chumps.
Look, I did chumps. This dude had 3 SPAs and is a 2 pilot.
He's in the bottom 50. You know.
But this dude, being a chump, this dude is an elite pilot.
I mean, his SPA is clearly not as good as your SPAs.
No, like
there's a quality to SPAs. All right.
I mean, and like if he was.
I mean, one of his SPAs were Slugger, Artillery Observer, and Speed Demon, right? Like,
sure, yeah. Then okay,
you're in a different class. You're not the same.
Sure, but this dude's not. I object to you calling this guy a chump.
Chump. He's a chump. He just lost. I like how you're going to bat for him.
Yeah, because he's got like.
I didn't get to do any of the things he's good at. I didn't get long range bombardment. I didn't get narc wave. I mean, I kind of got narc once. I didn't get to stake you. Like, I didn't get to do any of the things he's good at because he's a chump.
Okay.
I feel like Salt and Pepper are gonna write a song about this guy.
Yeah. All right.
They already did. They wrote No Scrubs.
No Scrubs. Oh man.
All right. You want to go to your post interview? Let me pay out to Walunga Enterprises real quick.
Yes, I will of course attend my post interview with.
All right, let's see here. So Ernst no longer asks technical mech questions anymore because that's not what his job is. His job is to get you guys to promote the Lyran Alliance. So what would he say? Seth, another wonderful victory for the Lyran Alliance's umbrella of allies.
We in the Ark Royal Defense Cordon are proud to be Lyran citizens.
And who wouldn't want to be? You know, and then he goes into a spiel about where you can apply to leave your shithole government, third country like the Free Worlds League, to join the Lyran Alliance today. Here on Solaris at a citizens recruiting office. It just takes 10 years and an intimate knowledge of the Lyran Alliance constitution.
And, you know, if you have a military background, I hear the Kellhounds are hiring.
How would he feel about that? Katrina's displeasure with the ARDC hasn't become known yet, so probably he would think that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like there's only several hundred members of the Kellhounds, right? Like thousands of people want to join them.
Sure. But like having advertising out there
of course. I mean, it's a matter of existence for you, right? If they form another few battalions, that's another few battalions at the clan Whizzle's back.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
can I promote Clan Whizzle?
Yeah, well, I would like to use this opportunity to use one of my moves, OSP, which is setting a plot in motion to help my faction, reduces the stress.
Yeah.
So, putting out there, like basically promoting the ARDC and Kel's Hounds as a way to shore up
I'll buy that.
Clan Wolf's defenses. Awesome. So I'm now back down to 2 stress.
Just from watching this, 30 young men who think very highly of themselves are already on a dropship bound for Ark Royal.
Yeah.
One of them will be accepted as a cadet. The other 29 will become contractors for the tech services.
Yeah. One of them has a chance of maybe making it into the Kellhounds.
I was going to say he'll be a Kellhounds, but he'll probably be an infantryman.
Yeah. So,
did you watch Endosteel, by the way, yet? The most recent one?
I started it, but then I had
I'm getting roasted, by the way. Already, the comment section on the video is like, God. "Fuck you, Arthur."
So like that's probably on the docket for tonight after dinner.
I'm going to eat shit for that episode. It's going to be remembered for a long time as one of my biggest mistakes.
Yeah. Oh boy. Looking forward to it then.
Mihnea, Dracul, I believed in you. I feel like I let you down, but also the initiative really let you down.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I feel like to get the use out of his melee SPA, like to pick something up in a mech fight, like you've got to, like, the first thing you do is grab that stake. And you just carry it around with you on the off chance.
But that's not stylish. That's not stylish.
Yeah,
you have to pick it up and then stab somebody with it. You know, one smooth motion.
Right.
This guy was all about style.
Yeah.
Profile. I said.
Also, I don't know what the rules on clubs are, and I wasn't going to stop you if you hadn't fired an arm weapon in that melee, but I think you have to have a hand to use a club.
That could be. I may have designed this guy without fully inspecting his mech.
Sure. And like, that's not to say that...
Just so you know, the guy that Dracula is based off of, Vlad Tepes Dracul, had a son named Mihnea Dracul.
Ah, okay.
Who suffered the same fate as his father. He continued his father's rebellion and was immediately betrayed by all of his highest-ranking nobles.
Yep.
Because he said, you know what we should do? We should find all of the traitors in our midst and put them on stakes. And they were like, you know, we did to the last guy that said that, right? He was like, no, come on, guys, it'll work this time. He wakes up the next morning,
for real
prison forever.
Yeah, for real this time, though. It'll totally work. Oh, man.
Yeah, some nobles are real Osmonds. That's all I'll say. They really believe that they are on a different level than other humans.
Yeah. Yep. It's
all
like
right.
The real Lachlan McDougals.
Wow.
Look,
watch the episode. Watch the episode. Before you say anything else, before you get yourself in trouble, watch the episode.
Okay.
You'll feel bad.
I will say, Sam has made no bones about how big of a douchebag Lachlan can be. Like, that's not me saying that. That's Wise Fool saying that.
All right. He doesn't have any further questions once you both get done promoting Lyrinness.
Sure. Both promoting Lyrinness of different strains.
True. But, you know, the day will come in a few months where the Archon tells Donegal Broadcasting they work for her now, and at that point, his friendship with you will be over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
How much damage does this catapult take? What are we looking at in repairs?
So I took a interior crit, so that's 2, and it's a custom, so that's 3.
That's rough.
Yep.
I'm sure Wollonga's got your back, though.
Probably.
We'll see.
I had a question for you.
Yeah?
Could I
42
forego the 1 repair I have to the Ebon Jaguar in favor of getting either a clan or a mech abomination or a new clan mech?
No to the new clan mech. Although
but
you do have a call out to home. We'll see how that turns out.
Okay.
Mech abomination. You want to alter an inner sphere mech that you already have to be a clan mech one time? Ammunition wise.
I was making some plans for the season finale.
You want to put CERPPCs on this thing?
I was going. Oh wow! I have a different chassis entirely in mind.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but
yeah, I just wanted to ask, and then we can talk about it in between.
Yes, you can forego repairing the Ebon Jaguar, in which case any damage it takes in the future can never be repaired. Right. And that we set that in stone now. Whatever repair it would have is being put toward whatever this new design is.
Yep, I agree.
You still need to get someone to pay Mech Abomination as well.
Yep.
All right. Who is it? Is it Neo Buzzard? Is it Sun Spirit? Which mech freak is helping you make some sort of ghastly abomination against God? It's not going to be Sun Spirit because he'd never deign to use clan tech.
Yeah, no, he hates clan tech. But
Stone Arm, perhaps he has some spicy builds.
Look, it's something that I've had it in my head for a little while. And I'm cooking up. It's one of my.
I feel like
favorite.
One day I'm gonna wake up. Stonar's just gonna have like a fluid gun flamer mech that sprays you down with oil, so you get the +5 heat every round, and your square is slippery, and you build another 10 heat from the flamers or 15, whatever it is. And I'm just gonna wake up and be like, "Wow, God, this is horrifying."
Just wake up in like a flop sweat. Just
What have you done, Stonar?
No, so this is it's one of my. So the idea is it's one of my favorite chassis.
Mad Dog.
It's actually well, it can't be a Mad Dog because that's a clan mech.
That's true.
It's got to be an Inner Sphere chassis.
Another catapult.
No, so the catapult K2 is
favorite
one of my favorites.
Inner Sphere chassis is the Rakshasa.
He's got the jokes. But it's I don't think it's appeared in Solaris Nights yet.
That must be pretty rare then.
But it has appeared on Oath of Endosteel.
How? So probably a Black Knight.
I mean,
the Dragoon? Is it a Dragoon? You can't have it. You can't have a Dragoon.
No. We'll find out.
Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna just say Lancelot then as my final guess.
Okay. Well, your guess has been noted.
All right. Don't worry, guys. I know what it really is.
5 ERPPC Dire Wolf.
No. I've been joking around the whole time. Spoon's already said multiple times that the Hammer Hands is his favorite mech.
It's one of my.
It's a Hammer Hands. I know it's a Hammer Hands. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Spoon.
You're wrong.
Fuck. All right. This whole time.
I will say it did appear on Oath of Endosteel in the same episode as the Hammer Hands.
Jesus, I don't remember Melvin's mech list. Fuck. Who knows? Warhammer, you've already piloted one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Spoon's just going to do some real... And it's going to be a heavy mech because he's going to pilot it. Well, he said he's saving it for the season finale, so it technically doesn't have to be any size of mech.
Correct. It can be any weight class.
It's going to be a Locust.
Just the Locust with the one
TSM mask supercharger, all of them in one machine, 30 hex movement speed.
It just like leaps through the air, turns, fires the ERPPC headshots, and then
I like that
lands.
You think you could fit an ERPPC on a Locust.
I think you can. I think it's possible.
Maybe if it doesn't have any armor or engine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what that's what.
This is why we have pack hunters, because they're super fast.
Yeah. Now it is going to be a Locust with the ERPPC.
Just get a pack hunter. You're literally the clan that invents them.
Oh man.
It's literally this year and this clan Whistle.
Yeah.
For the folks at home, that's Wolf in Exile. But, it's cooler to call them Whistle than, Clan Wolf, but not.
Could call them Clan Wix.
No,
W-I-X.
I like Whistle. I think Whistle really works. It's very 90s.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is about when they were released. You know?
That's true. That's true.
It makes them seem less threatening. They'll go on to accomplish nothing useful, and their legacy will be forgotten forever. When Alaric is like, hey, you should ally with us, they're like, okay, we will. And then he's like, we will kill everyone on Terra. We're just going to genocide the human race.
Oh, man. The wolf.
I have no morals and will betray everyone possible.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do, or any other problems you'd like to cause any agents of any intelligence agency you'd like to provoke? It's actually the Hammerhands, guys. I know it's the Hammerhands. It has to be.
I had something, but I like something before the match. I went, I'll remember to do this after the match, and I have forgotten.
Perfect.
So it can't have been that important. So until next time when I go, oh shit, that thing I forgot was super important. Oh, I actually remember what it was now. Deactivating the bugs in like first off in the rest of Cosmos stuff, but then also in I think he'll deactivate everybody but Kaseki and Osmond's, which Kaseki's already tossed his shit. So,
but not Osmond's.
No, actually, I think he will at this point, so that they're harder to find because he's already got what he needs.
I like the idea that you're going to recall all of these clothing after everyone has been warned that there are bugs in them.
No, he's just so when people go looking for them, they're harder to find.
Okay.
So they're no longer giving off
electronic signatures. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he doesn't need them anymore. He's figured out the puzzle. But he can't solve for.
But can you prove it, sir? Can you prove it?
That's the thing. He can't.
I may just be a humble hyper chicken. God, that's a character I want to have from the Magistracy of Canopus. A cyborg chicken man who's a lawyer. Shows up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Totally in character.
Yes. It's just all the crazy out there stuff. Like it's all Magistracy of Canopus.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah,
they done fucked up real bad.
Canopus is great, man. They have the best medical. I mean,
that's all they have going for it is they have the best medical technology in the inner sphere.
It's as great as any other nation. Like
they're brutally repressive towards men. In fact, men can't hold public office.
Yeah. Now is that blanket public office or is that just the
blanket public office?
Magistrates?
No, blanket.
Okay.
Men have less rights than women in the Magistracy of Canopus.
I mean, you
can get the best free healthcare in the inner sphere, but if you're a literal second-class citizen,
yeah,
and the whole place is just going to be full of shrimps, it's going to be the bad ones too. It's going to be like the ones that get all of the idol figurines, and then they have the sticks that they do, and they know the dances for each of the, like they make a dance for Elsa Centrella, but also her daughters, right? And like their favorite branches of the government.
Yeah.
That's going to be the whole population. So everyone around you is insufferable.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sick of that. Let's not go to Canopus.
We'll wait for Canopus to come to us, and we'll enjoy the pleasure circus and the local surgical bay on board it, and then we'll leave. Yeah. Our wallet's lighter, but our heart's more full.
It's like surely at some point, the pleasure barge from A Time of Total Warfare shows up at Solaris.
I don't know if I want to have that callback. That's already been the scene of a crime against Fake Year's heart. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys could handle a 0G roller coaster. Pretty sure you'd all be like, all right, I use a screwdriver to remove the safety equipment from Kaseki's seat.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's over the car. I use a screwdriver to remove the safety equipment from Kabrinski's seat.
Both of you just go flying 13 meters a second into a wall.
Yeah. Just a red stain on the bulkheads.
All right, I'm closing this.
All right.
Are we doing Solaris, no, what's the other show? Rogue Trader this week?
I'm
think
good
so.
for
Everybody
this
said they were
week.
good. All
Yeah.
right. We got Snow Runner this week, so if you want to see Spoon in more shows, we're doing Snow Runner Thursdays.
Yep. Trucking Thursdays, baby.
Trucking Thursdays. I like that. We're going to do our best to not insult our local trucker population since they make up a huge majority.
Like 70%. Yeah. And that's not even just of your viewership. Like they're a huge portion of the U.S. workforce.
Yeah.
Like
when I crash into objects, it's not because I don't like you guys. It's because I'm incompetent.
Yeah. Our country would not function without the transportation network that we have. Operation Warp Speed. That's all I have to say. All right. That's it. I'm stopping the episode now.